How we doing, everybody? Matthew back with you here. We're just gonna start another live thing. I'm trying to get my wife's doodad here to come up, and there it is. I figure out how to work it. That way I can get to your chat messages and get the volume off. All right, that way if there's any messages comes in or whatever, I can see them and be able to answer them. So get that stood up. And we got somebody watching already, so that's good. And I'm just gonna go ahead and work on my 70 half ton, which is the green one. And I'll show you the instructions here, which one I'm doing. This one here, that's what we're working on. And of course, I try to move my camera all the way around, and to get it turned the other way, my hands are, instead of coming this be my right hand, it would be coming in from this side. It'd be all, it's all wonky. So you're kind of looking at it from across the table kind of at me. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on this, and if anything comes in, then you guys can chat. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do my live chats on Thursdays, and I'll just keep my other videos periodically through the week and just keep live chat for Thursday. I did have a question come in on that. I don't know if it was Wayne Osborne or who it was asked if I was going to do any more live chats. But I think I will do it on Thursdays. I'll probably do one in the morning and one in the evening, and or afternoon, I should say. And I was going to write down what time I started this thing so I would know approximately how long it's been running, because it doesn't give me a time on there anywhere as to what time I started. So I'll just jot down the time here as to when I started. But I want to thank everybody for all the great comments on my last videos. They were well appreciated, well received. I haven't gotten a chance to actually get back and comment back to everybody yet, but I will. Well, I'll say I will. I hope I will. So we'll do our best at it. Anywho. So I'll check every once in a while and look at my monitor over here for the messages, see if anybody leaves me one. So if I don't see it right away, just give me a second and I'll look and see if anything's come in. I probably won't be able to sit and talk through this whole thing. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here doing my doing my thing, and just had a little sink mark on the back side of the exhaust there. Done the other side of the rest of the exhaust yesterday and the muffler, and I'm just trying to get to this side today. Did have the the frame is painted. Let me show you that. The frame's painted. I've done it in gunmetal, and I was going to use the gunmetal AK, but I thought I'd be doing so much handling on this that eventually it would rub off. So I just went and done with the gunmetal Tamiya paint, and redone they had the molded in shocks, so I redone those, made my cut that all off, remade my own shocks and shock springs, coilovers, put those on, so that's ready to go. And I have the front, I have no idea what these would be, like sway bars or something. This is AK stainless steel. This is a gunmetal here. Those are ready to go. I have the back springs, which we'll get to here in a minute. This is gunmetal hangers to match the frame. I think I'm just going to go ahead and mask that off and probably do the springs in probably like a steel, something like that, and then detail the fasteners, then the carriage bolts and stuff. Put the springs, hold them together in some other color. We have those all cleaned up and in primer. So, but for now, we're just working on the exhaust. Have the other parts laying over here that you may not be able to see. Yeah, there they are. They're all done and cleaned up for the chassis. So that should pretty well take care of us. With anything else for the chassis to make it a rolling chassis is we got to do the spare tire carrier, the rear shocks, and I'll probably try and make them. I'll make rear shocks. I think depends on how these are made. I haven't looked at them yet. We'll probably make some new rear shocks. I have to get this out and get it cut off so we can paint that. And then it should turn us into a rolling chassis once we paint the rims and the backers for the rims. And then we'll be on to the motor. So they do the chassis on this one first. So we just went and done that. So I see we're back down to one viewer already. So that's all right. So we're going to say and clean up some panel lines and do some boring stuff. And like I say, if anybody wants to follow along, they can. If not, they don't have to. I'm not talking to Siri. I'm not talking to you. And we lost all our viewers. So now it's just me sitting here doing my thing. And if I stop getting viewers during this, then I'll stop making live videos, and that will tell me that nobody wants to see the live videos, and I'll just go back to doing the regular updates. And that's fine too. But every once in a while, I may do a technique or do something that somebody thinks is cool, and you wouldn't see that on a regular video. So I'm not going to be able to sit and talk through this whole thing. So it may get boring. And I'm not sure how good the camera is either. I don't know if just having a better camera would make this better or not. Normally I just sit here and watch a movie or something and do this and talk to Diablo and texting, but actually I haven't even said hello to Diablo this morning. Can't do it now because I'm watching for messages over there, but I have no. Well, I got one viewer now, so if Diablo watches this, good morning, Diablo. I forgot to say good morning before I started this, but anybody out there that's not subscribed to him needs to run over and subscribe to Diablo's workshop. He does beautiful work. Just so you can start making more videos. I know he's like me, he doesn't want to do much in the evening except spend time with his beautiful wife and who I've heard so much about, but that's the same thing I do is when my hey, there's Diablo. He just popped in. He does the same thing I do. When he gets home, he spends time in the afternoon with his wife, and that's what I do. So I can't fault him for that. So, but anyway, I'm just now we got. I was sitting here babbling to myself, but now since I actually got Diablo on there, I got somebody to talk to. You popped in this talking about your beautiful wife there, Diablo. All I've heard is what you've told me, so you want to spend time with her and trying to get you to make more videos. You have to go back and watch this. See what I've said. Trying to get you to make more videos, but you want to spend time with the love of your life. I understand that. Well, you quit talking all of a sudden? Can't get your tongue? I should have. I was going to type or text you and say good morning before I started this, and I started this before doing that, and then since I'm watching messages on my wife's YouTube on my phone, I couldn't text you and say good morning. So I thought I'd say it on here. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. He's at work. Shh, don't bother Diablo. He's busy. He's working. We gotta be quiet. Put on a conference call. I don't know what he hears. Should I scrape quieter? How you doing, bud? Am I scraping too loud for your conference call? You're the only one watching me right now. I had 3 or 4 pop in and they left, so I don't know if this whole live thing is gonna work out, or I don't know if people are even gonna be interested in it. First, right now I'm just sitting here sanding her scraping the seam line, so it's not really exciting. Especially on exhaust. I hate exhaust. No conference calls yet. That's cool. Well, if everybody to hunt around long enough, I was gonna make some shocks and do some masking with my silly putty, and but everybody pops in and sees you scraping seams and they run away. It can't all be exciting. You have the Citadel, which is, I guess, this one, that one. Is that the one you had? Get this one, you'll never go back. From Micromark. Trust me. I bought the Citadel first. It seemed like it dulled almost instantly. And kind of quit scraping on me. It was hard to get into certain areas. And I found this one on Micromark and ordered it. And I absolutely love this thing. You can actually cut with this one. You can actually put it into plastic and cut with it if you want to. This thing is it's super, super nice. Yeah, it's not that expensive. I'd say it's like, I don't know, $16 or something like that, in that range. I just got a catalog 2 days ago. Something like that in the mail. Micromark. I didn't look it up to see what it was, but there's a new catalog out. And they always have stuff about free shipping and things like that. But I paid shipping on mine, of course, because I didn't wait. I get impatient. Alright, so the exhaust is almost completed. I guess I could have opened the end of it up a little bit. Another little mold sink mark. Hey, you got somebody joining you watching me now. The kit does not come with a tip. I was just actually sitting here thinking to myself whether I wanted to drill it out or not. Worst part's getting a dead center. That's the hardest part. But I guess we could. You can't do that with your Citadel. Make you a nice little point to start your drill bit. And then I'll use a smaller drill bit. I got a smaller one in it, so we'll just go with that one. Yeah, it's just gonna be off center just a little bit. It's gonna be your fault, Diablo. It's gonna be off center. Come on, yeah. Drill my. When I have this, you want me to drill my hand? Come on, really? I have a tool. If I can do some of power, I'm not gonna drill by hand. I mean, that just don't even make sense. Plus, it was a way of buying a whole nother kit because this is a kit you got to build. So why would I give up buying a kit? I need a bigger drill bit. It's soft plastic, not titanium. That's beside the point. I don't care what hardness it is. I still have a tool for that. You're being awful picking on me this morning there. Let's see how bad we can destroy that. We may end up having to put an aluminum tip on this thing. I save things like that for when I screw up. That's why I didn't drill in very far and cut this off and then go back and put an aluminum tip on. Now I'm just trying to even up where it was off a little bit. You hear that noise? That's the dog trying to make a nest. Trying to dig a hole in the sofa over here. Yeah, I guess that'll have to work. I thought we had a better angle, better shot than that earlier. There we go. Not too bad. I don't know why it's not zooming in on it very good, but yeah, that's all right. So that's done. Put this back over where I made a mess getting out from. Now we gotta get this other little piecey thing here. Clean it up so it'll be cleaning up all the other parts. Take a second, then we're gonna start trying to make some shocks, I think. No, I didn't drill my finger. I don't think. Years of practice. Years of practice. On the cabinet shop, remember that. think my visor keeps bumping the camera, but I can't tell. Sorry if it does. All right, so let's find some back shocks. That's all we got left now, I believe. Everything over there. Rear shocks. Well, let's see if we can make some of those if we can. If I have the stuff. You just gotta find them. Well, teach you how to build some shocks. That's really not that hard to do. But first, I gotta find the stock ones, which I don't even see. I don't see no shocks. Man, that's an awesome looking intake or head or valve cover right there. Look at the detail on that thing. That is awesome. Anyway, I'm looking for shocks. Don't distract me. Surely they didn't chrome them. All right. Okay. Well, I failed to find any shocks. Yes, this is a 6-cylinder. There's nothing wrong with that. One of the best trucks I ever had in my life was a 6-cylinder. I love that truck. I had that thing for 20 some odd years. Hey, there's shocks. 20 some odd years I had that truck. All right. Now we gotta see. And dog's gonna start growling. Where the rear. To liquid. So it shows it again. So one side fits there, the other side's gonna fit. I'm just guessing there. Hey, we got somebody else has some. What did I miss? Oh, you man, you missed all kind of stuff. You missed me scraping seams. You missed me talking to myself. That's about it. You missed me looking for shocks. Now I'm getting ready to make some shocks. That's what we got vacuum cleaners for, right? Better off the bench than on the bench. Now then. Part-Time Customs. How you doing, buddy? I can't honestly say I've made any quite like this. This one's got like a point on one end. So this will be our first time with this. Kind. So let's get some Galloway windows. Let's get some aluminum over here. That looks to be about the right size for the upper. If that's the upper, that means that's the lower. So there's that. Let's go ahead and clean this up around here. Sound effects are free. They come with the video. That's how you make your socks. Make sure my video. For some reason, this is my hardest part right here. Is getting this roll where it connects back to itself to get a clean cut. Don't know why. And of course, as soon as I say that, it works. I should have said it more often. I do the same, but last time I tried to do a pin spring, didn't look like I wanted it to look. Well, we're going to do them again. I don't use the pin springs. I make my own springs. This one doesn't have the coilovers on it, so I don't know if we'll put coilovers on it. Guess we could. It's our build. We can do anything we want to, I guess. Obviously. Don't. How I make my springs? Is that what you're asking? Alright, let me grab a little piece of wire here and I'll show you. Clean this thing up. I have a piece laying here I used on the front. I'm in the this one here. I made the coilovers on the front. I cut all the molding off, made the shocks, put the coilovers on, so you can see that. And I used this wire here, which is kind of a heavier gauge wire because it was a big shock or big spring. So it's harder to work with, but we'll go ahead and I'll try to find something about the same diameter. That's what I'm working with. So like this big old toothpick skewer, whatever you want to call it, it's about the same diameter as that tubing. Then I just hold the wire. Leave a little extra, just hold the wire. And just start running the wire around the toothpick. You don't have to be super tight. I know it looks like crap, but we'll fix that. Then we slide. We'll be careful this time. Let me break that off or get rid of it. I really don't want to run it in my hand. Find something here to get rid of that with. But I have a blunt end and a sharp end. So still holding both ends. Let's run them together. Then when you pull them back apart just a little bit, you can kind of space them as you pull them apart. You can make them about what you want. So I got one there that's kind of off, but depending on the length you want, then you go back into your nippers and cut it where you'd want it. So right there would be, just pull it off your skewer. Right there would be a spring that I could use for a coilover. Just cut them the length. So that's how I make my springs. Like I say, this one's tough because this is one of the biggest wires I have. The smaller the wire, the easier it is to do. And this is a very stiff wire. That was 20. That was 20 gauge wire. That's how I get a Hobby Lobby like this in the packs. But if you do with the if you do with a smaller gauge, we can do one with a smaller gauge wire here. I don't think I've even used off this one. I haven't. So we can do one off of this. This little piece of wire off of here. Plus, it's a whole lot cheaper than buying pins. All right, so now we got the same skewer. Let me just take our 20 gauge wire. Let me see how much easier it bends around. You can just roll it right around there. Ouch. Don't poke that under the wire in your finger. And you can get this in whatever color. I got them copper and all different colors. And you can see how much better it pushes together. I'm on camera. Work with us here. Did I come up too fast for you? Come on. Really? Yeah, there you see how good it comes together. Then we can pull it apart. Get whatever spacing you want. And just slide the skewer out of it. Hold with your fingers. Slide the skewer out. You still work on the spacing a little bit more when you get it out to make it whatever you want. So there we are. That's how we do it. And I've got this stuff that goes ranges from 24 gauge all the way down to 32 gauge in varying colors. All different colors. You're welcome, bud. No problem. That's why I like doing these. You can ask and then I can show, and a whole lot better than just in a regular video. Like I said, but at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna try to do these on Thursday. I'll do one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So I'll be back this afternoon probably and do another one of these. And I'll only do them on Thursdays, I think. And the rest of the time I'll just go ahead and do my regular videos. Alright, so now we got the shock back again. Little piece of really work with me here. That's great. So I'll do one, Thursday morning, and then one in the afternoon. I wrote down what time I started. I hate to make them too long. But God, this has already been a long time, I think. I started about 10 minutes late, so it's already been a long. I don't know if people go back and watch them for super long or not, but I guess if they don't, there's only 2 videos a week that won't get watched. So there's a lot of things like this I'll miss. All right, clean up. I'm hoping. I don't know if this camera is focusing on that. I need to get a better camera, don't I, guys? Tell me if you guys can see this plain enough to even tell what I'm doing. Why am I doing that? I'm taking a burr off of all the way around this. When you roll to cut the tubing off, it leaves a burr sticking up around the pipe here, and then we'll slide it inside the other pipe. So depending on which side of the pipe I use, I want to be able to slide inside the last one. It's going to be the shock. So I want to be able to slide inside of each other without having a burr. If I had a burr, then it wouldn't slide inside the other one. You see how close the fit is. So it wouldn't slide in if it was a burr on it. So that's the reason for that one. And on the end of the small one, we need go and deburr this one on this side before we start. I just guessed these two. We got it now. And we're cutting off 2 little. I ain't gonna deburr this one just because. Rebel without a cause. Okay, so we got those. So some glue here. And tweezers. Where my live chat go? Do you guys still see me? Oh, there, come back. Now I guess it's the top of our shock. Where the bolt would go in. I hear sirens. I think they're coming after me. And there's yellow. All right. Part-time cut. What size of tubing are you using? Oh, gosh, man. I got all just laying here on my bench. I'm using right now. I'm using 1/16 and 3/32 at the moment. So this is 1/16 and this is 3/32. And then I use these two sizes for my, or this size and this size, 3/32 and that one I can say. I ain't gonna help you. Whatever the next size up from 30 seconds is, I use to make my distributors. So this will be the next one. This one slides inside of this one. So the next size up that, well, no, it doesn't slide inside. It wants to leave a gap. So be two sizes up from that one, 3/32. You want to leave enough room to get your wire in there. That's why I use to make my distributors. So I'll help you out with that. So we got that. All right. Now that I'm confused, everybody. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put a loop on the other end of this. And I should just be able to lay a loop inside of, lay a loop on there, I think. Possibly. You're welcome, bud. Let me see here. We got. So I got a piece of solid stock here that fits inside of this small stuff perfectly. So I could bend a piece of it to mimic this pin coming out at that angle. But then I wouldn't have anything for this. So now I gotta try and decide how to make that. Well, just to do another end like this and have it sit there, which I could. Let's see what that look like. We'll do it out of this big one because it's for the big end. I think I'll cut it at an angle. I'll get it off of there, then I'll cut it. Maybe I'll cut it. Like that. So we got like a half moon shape. So now we got something that looks like that. Hi, John. Hey, down, bud. Let that dry up, and then that should be hopefully our entire shock. Come on, focus. Should be our entire shock. If we want to put a coilover on it, we can, because this will be up in this notch here. So the spring won't be able to, come out. But I don't know. We got the coilover on the front. I don't know. Hi, Diablo, you're back. I don't know if I want to do. Here's just the shock was made, bud. You're back. And it does work. All right. So I don't know if I want to put coilovers on the back. or just leave them on the front. I'm still undecided on that. Oh, I hit a garbage truck, guys. So get ready for dogs to bark. I hear one growling already. They hate the garbage man. Maybe she won't. I won't believe it. I put a shock collar on her, and that made her dance around a little bit. So maybe that helped. Yes, has leaf springs on the back, Diablo. Well, that was just a good dog, Tula. Don't do that to me. Give me a heart attack. All right, don't everybody jump in with all their comments about colors or not. I'll jump in at once. That's one. All right, so there's our shocks made. Boom. There they are. No fuss, no muss. Improve our look of our truck. Oh, the old one's over there. Now we're going to get rid of the blue towel. We're going to do some masking. Here's the leaf springs for the truck. These are painted the color of the hangers are the color of the frame. I think I want to do the springs in like a steel color. So I'm going to mask off the hangers. At least that's the goal, anyhow. And paint the springs with steel. Again, that's the goal. So we'll see how it goes. Just gotta figure out what. Yeah, I got me some new. Here's my egg I used for like 5 years, and here's what a new egg looks like. Big difference. Tilla, would you stop now? You wait till they're totally gone. I don't think. Oh, that's a new comment. Still just jobless. So I gotta figure out where. Where all the masks would be. Tilla, shut up. Where all the masks. Don't you backtalk me. Where all the masking would be. You just have to have last word, don't you? Where all the masking would be. Of course, there's a female dog. Just saying. That's the hardest part, figuring out where all the masking would go. Just can't see, but what needs masks off and what doesn't. I think I'm just gonna leave this flat piece. You can see the masking, it doesn't stick to the part. It just lays on the part. That's how this stuff works. So if anybody uses it, don't fret that it doesn't stick to it. That's what it's supposed to do. Now I just use a sharpened stick to go around and punch it into all the areas. Of course, I got way too much silly putty here. Part-time customers morning. You're back. How you doing? I get caught up in what I'm doing over here, concentrating, and forget to pay attention to comments. Sorry, guys. Yep, this stuff is awesome for stuff like this. I still use masking tape. Use a lot of masking tape, but for areas like this, motors, taping off transmissions on the motors, I do all that with my masking or with my silly putty. And I use a perfect line. And the putty will not stick to your part. You just have to kind of push it where you want it and just leave it lay because it will fall back off. When you're painting, it won't. So that one's done. So we gotta leave it lay where you don't want your putty touching things. It'll stick to other stuff and then pull off wherever you mask it. So lay it down there. And get another little chunk. Back here. And it's reusable. I used one chunk of this for like 5 years. And I still have it over here. It's still usable. Come off of there. Don't come off of there. Don't come off of there. Hey, John. How you doing, buddy? Long time no hear. Again, guys, I'm going to try and do these every Thursday morning and afternoon. And then the rest of the time will just be my normal videos I do. The Thursdays should be my live video days. So where you at today, John? Where you at, buddy? Pennsylvania or Ohio? Connecticut, heading to Ohio. All right. I knew you was somewhere around in there. All right, so I think we got that one mask off too. So that didn't take long. So that's mask off. That one's mask off. All these other parts are ready to paint. Put our egg away. And we've bent this for quite a while. I don't know how long I should make these videos. Move some stuff here, and I'm gonna put my vent out the window. So if you guys hear some crashing, booming, banging, and cussing, you'll know what I'm doing. Alright, that didn't take long. Move this stuff over here. Get rid of that. Out of the booth. Fan on. Move this over. Let's see if we can't just, yeah, we can do that. Just flip that up. This is a guy I used to work with. I built for those Model Factory Hero kits. He's the one that passed away on me. Well, not on me, but on his family, I guess. But he passed away, and so I quit building that stuff for him. I still keep his picture up there because he's a great guy and a good mentor, and he did awesome work. So let's see. We was gonna do steel, wasn't we, guys? We got some steel out here. If you guys ever get these bottles, one thing I got started doing was I took some clear tape and put just a little bit of tape over the letters here, over the name, because after a while they start rubbing off. I went and put tape over this one, but you can see how the name starts wearing off. Then it makes it hard to read what they are. I thought I had one even worse than that, but maybe that was the worst one. So we got some steel. We're gonna do our springs and steel. Stuff shakes up pretty fast. I get the air pressure up. Compressor's right. I leave my compressor on all the time. I don't even shut it off anymore. I think everybody's already seen my compressor. I used a homemade compressor. I don't know if this thing will go down to it or not. There's my twin regulator, my water separators, and there's a compressor. Got a refrigerator motor on it, and a 7-gallon air tank down under there. So get you back up here, approximately where you were. Maybe not exact, but shake up. Gun's okay. I got a dog checking see what I'm doing. Nope, that's not what I want. Turn that pressure down a little bit. See, I missed the mold line. And I remember thinking I was going to get that too, and I missed it. Okay, so we're back over here now. That works out pretty good. What was it doing? What was it doing? What was it doing? What was it doing? All of this. So there's a little parts. Paint it up. And worst thing is that seam line I missed is on the side is going to be seam. It's right on the bottom of that plate right there. There you can see it. I got out of the other one. I was going to get out of this one and I forgot all about it. Yeah, it's gone out of that one. I don't know if I can hold this thing to. If you have any little pieces of putty left stuck on there, just go back with the putty you just pulled off and stick to it, and it'll pull that putty left or putty right off. So there you can see how good of a masking job it done. You see me do it firsthand right there. And we'll try and get it off of this end. I want to get the putty off before I try drying it, because if you try drying it, then that makes the putty real stringy. It will make the putty stick to the part then. So, and then there's the other side. Then I can back and dry that now with the dryer, and it'll be done. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one off, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. We have like 10 viewers down to 3, so I think everybody's getting tired of watching for this session. Then I'll come back in the afternoon. I'll pipe paint some more parts and then come back and do some assembly or something in the afternoon. If you still have my number, John, feel free to give me a call anytime, bud. Okay, so both of them done. I'll just detail up the little hangers a little bit. Maybe I'll do something to them. Maybe put a little detail on them. I want to go ahead and paint these other parts up first. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for now, guys, and we'll come back maybe in the afternoon and do some more. And I'll make this thing, sorry, an hour and 40 minutes, probably something like that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting and asking questions. And I'll come back here after lunch sometime and we'll hang out some more. So plan on that, and we'll be back after a while. So talk to you later. Bye bye.